All right, everybody, welcome to the very first episode of the Gladiator Wrestling Podcast.
And the first of many. Let's do that.
First of many, absolutely. So we're jumping right in. We had a lot of introductions and stuff planned, but the wrestling world's been turned upside down this week, past couple weeks probably. Mm-hmm. So we're jumping right in, and we're going to talk about the wrestling world's biggest loss with Jay Briscoe.
Huge loss.
Over here got pulled up on the screen. We're looking at all of his accomplishments, and it's way too many to read. It's
right.
13-time Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion. That's probably his most known accomplishment.
Mostly Ring of Honor, but you know it's still crazy that he's even though his main accomplishments are Ring of Honor, is that the whole wrestling world talks about this guy, talks about Jay Briscoe. How, listen, I mean, if you hear even Kevin Owens talk, he don't even have a career if it wasn't for him or Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's even these little promotions that a lot of people all Ring of Honor, but a lot of these guys say if it wasn't for the Briscoes, they wouldn't even had a foot in the door.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of heartfelt tributes. A lot of their last match with FTR. I know those guys are heartbreaking. I've seen some great tributes from them guys, and those matches, those last three were phenomenal.
Yeah,
I know. I've seen even New Japan in their Wrestle Kingdom Night 2 yesterday had a 10-bell salute for Jay at the beginning. Very cool. Very cool.
I didn't get a chance to watch the dog collar match yet. Yeah,
brutal.
I heard it was. I heard it was just straight brutal.
Absolute violence.
But it shows everybody here. I mean, even good old Hit Row is dropping the Briscoe's names in their tributes. But hey, I like it though.
Yeah, I've been all over Twitter. I can't scroll through Twitter without seeing at least 2 or 3 every other tweet.
But you know, I just thought this was crazy about it is that all these tributes that we're seeing and able to air are WWE, NXT,
New Japan.
But this goes back to what you were saying, is that the person who owns the company couldn't even do a tribute. I watched Dynamite the other night, and it was just like maybe they had the picture of him on the.
I think they said I don't
marquee at the beginning, but other than that,
the guys were able to wear their armbands, but you know, they made the huge tribute show for Brody Lee, which was one of the most phenomenal tribute shows for a passed away wrestler I've ever seen. I bawled my eyes out.
Yeah.
And I know. Knowing that had Tony Khan not been handcuffed, we would have had a wonderful tribute show for Jay, and probably see some clips from one of these hundreds of championship matches in this list. Ridiculousness.
We're talking about a man who's being handcuffed, as you say, handcuffed for something that happened a decade ago.
And Jay apologized numerous times. I mean, I do not understand how we're gonna treat someone like that over comments. I mean, I get someone got offended. Someone gets offended every day.
Yeah.
I mean, and to hold it against somebody for a decade.
There's plenty of other wrestlers that have probably done worse things that we're still seeing on, you know.
We won't throw any names out there, but we'll throw some woos.
Yeah, some woos. We'll throw some woos. I mean,
we don't want to go into the offenses of Ric Flair.
We can go into some brothers and some videos and some N-words said by one of the biggest Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
and that was probably one of the biggest things around. And it's more than that. It's just crazy how it's different companies can do different things, and when it's his company, I figured he could have made all the tribute he wanted to, but he's tied. He's
Big-
tied.
Big executives in
He can't do nothing about it.
a big office tell you no because we don't like that.
Yeah, over a decade ago. That's just what blows my mind.
But our hearts do go out to Jay's family. We're always with them, and did get some updates on the daughter's health because they were in the vehicle with him. They were actually traveling to cheerleader practice,
Which is actually good news because they're able to start feeling motion in the bottom of their legs. And the youngest is getting fitted for a back brace. But they said it made a horrible night for one of the daughters, having to get like that itching and tingling feeling back in her body, and But from what they're saying, she's going to be able to. It's going to be a long recovery, but she'll be able to walk again, hopefully. And the other one just, you got to recognize too. There's also another, that lady died.
Yeah.
Who it was a woman, right? That hit him.
I believe so. She merged over from the oncoming lane. I don't believe they've released anything
I
on
know, that's what I was about to say. They haven't.
what was going on with that or anything. Well, not going to speculate, but
Yeah.
I believe Jay's daughters will bounce back. They've got so many positive vibes coming from the wrestling world. It's just
Oh God, yeah.
it's amazing the amount of love the entire wrestling world had for someone who spent most of their career not on mainstream television.
And for what I'm reading, every tribute, every thank you, every was come from them pushing that, pushing this character over, pushing this wrestler over, and most of these people are on the mainstream or on the big television shows now, wrestling shows, promotions, and I believe the Briscoes are just perfectly fine with being where they're at and just keeping it simple,
Oh yeah. I going down through their list of I mean, they've worked with AJ Styles. There's been
There's Colt Cabana.
the list of people they've worked with is long.
Punk and Cabana. I saw that up there.
Yep.
Man.
There's Kenny King. That's a lot of stuff. Cedric Alexander, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish. Wow. Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas,
Yeah.
world's greatest tag team.
Yeah.
Oh man. Kenny King and Rhett Titus.
They were Ring of Honor.
Yes. I never been able to be able to watch as much Ring of Honor as I would like, but if you was to say Ring of Honor, the Briscoes is probably the first thing that would come to mind. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the list can go on and on.
We could probably spend maybe a 5-hour podcast of just about their accomplishments here and who they've worked with. We won't do that. But we will. We'll move on to the next part of what we're going to talk about. But we will continue sending well wishes to Jay's family and friends. And
Speedy recoveries.
yes, we want to see them back out doing their thing. Hope all the best for Mark.
Yeah. Gosh. I ain't even heard nothing about him. I don't know if he's just keeping quiet or because, like I said, that was one day before Mark's birthday.
Yeah. I want to say I read somewhere that he has spent his time staying right by
Nieces and
Jay's wife and them, just taking care of his family.
only being
so.
a year apart, you tell they were just extremely, extremely close. And you look through all these title reigns and wins, it's always with Mark Briscoe, except for maybe a handful of times. It's always with his brother.
Never open weight 6-man tag team championships.
Yeah.
In New Japan.
And they held the regular tag team championships.
That's wild.
They got the CM Punk. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that CM Punk award.
What's next on our?
Oh, what's next? Yeah, that's good grief. The talk of the wrestling world before this happened, and I much more enjoy looking at Jay Briscoe's stuff and talking about him. But we'll talk about it. The state of WWE, the return of Vince McMahon. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't.
But in typical Vince fashion, he has come back out, started a stir. He knows what he's.
I mean, to tell you.
It's
Let's see. Well, looking at all the news sites up until past few days, there's been nothing but stuff about McMahon. Now I think we're trying to make us all forget and talk about the 30th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. But
hey, let's divert off of Vince and let's talk about the 30 years on Raw.
They can try it, but we're not going to.
Yeah.
We know what's going on. They have.
Okay.
We've had the rumors of a sale to Saudi Arabia. That blew Twitter up that night. But I don't know where they're going with the sale. There's some guys coming out and saying no, we're not allowing him to sell. I know the past week, I believe it was, 2 different lawsuits been filed to prevent Vince from taking power the way he has. That has been wild to watch this stuff come along.
Yeah, I was just reading, but I don't know if this is from another thing, but oh Lord. About a possible Punk return, but guess who's showing up on? They're showing on the 30 Monday night. But hey, we'll leave this person to a different time and date. So I'm gonna skip past him. But we need to think about if they do sell this thing, who all will we lose? We'll lose if they sell it to the overseas. We'll lose. I know Sammy will jump. Kevin will go with him.
Absolutely.
I know some of the women.
I feel like it would start creating a different environment for them as well.
I think when they go over to do those shows, it's like you're going back in the past. The women still don't have. They still got to cover up head to toe.
They have to. And they change their ring attire completely.
Yeah. They but Mr. Vince, I think I'll go back to saying what I've been talking about for weeks. There's something else. For Stephanie just to walk away.
Well, out of nowhere too. I mean, one day you hear Vince McMahon has returned to his seat.
Yeah.
I think the day he came back, 2 people got fired from the board and 3 resigned, and then a few days later, now Stephanie's going to resign, and that was the first announcement come out of him coming back was he is there to facilitate the sale, and no roles are going to change. Then the next thing we know, he has forced himself back into being the chairman of the board.
Typical Vince.
So if he wants creative control, he's going to take it.
Yeah.
And
Nick Khan here, he's trying to deny and put kind of like a damage control on things, saying there's no, because there's apparently saying between Vince and Triple H that there's tensions rising, but Nick's saying no, because he's a new CEO and everything else, sole CEO, but he's denying it.
There's definitely guys that Triple H wants to push that Vince typically wouldn't push. So I would not be surprised, and I find it hard to believe that he would not unless his complete sole purpose of being back is to facilitate a sale of the company, I find it hard to believe that he wouldn't try to take back his creative control.
Easy.
And
Shareholders are suing him. It's
and
bad
I hate,
for Mr. McMahon.
I hate to sit here. I hate to sit here and bash Vince McMahon being in creative control, because growing up in wrestling, watching what I saw, getting into it hardcore during the Attitude Era, because that's when we got cable.
Yeah. Right.
We got
USA
cable, and I
Network.
was able to watch Monday Night Raw, and I got to hear the glass shatter, and got my guy Stone Cold, and
The Monday
the
Night
things
Wars.
that were happening during the Monday Night Wars. At that time, I was definitely convinced Vince McMahon can do no wrong with this company. He's going to take it to heights no one else will see, and he did. But then we get into the ruthless aggression era. I watched all the way through that, but then we started looking at, have I seen that storyline used already? Wait a minute. Then every week, it got to the point where I could figure out, like, I know how this is going to go. I saw this storyline already.
The played out rivalries, just
Yeah.
feuding for months at a time, and it's like, God, when is this going to stop?
And then when it doesn't work, okay, well, we're going to bring back this rivalry that ended 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're going to have them fight again, because that'll get people interested. It's like craziness. But he did take WWE to the absolute top, and broke the ceiling. Not only that, but his later years, the product got to the point where I had spells during there. It was hard to watch.
Predictability.
I was like, Impact hit big before he who shall not be named and Eric Bischoff took over.
Yeah. We don't speak that name.
I was huge. Impact. I said Impact's going to take out WWE. I was convinced.
I thought, hey,
And I fell for Impact, and then some decisions were made, and the wrong people were put in charge, and I had to go back to WWE. I can't. That got real bad. But Vince's vision for WWE, I will never take away from him. But as of right now, his visions are not what this company needs, and I would not like to see him in creative control.
but he always has a way of pulling us back. You know?
He does do that.
Hey, and this could be another one of those things, because, everybody's on the AEW train right now.
Oh yeah,
Hey, I'm loving AEW.
I am riding that train.
But I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to knock the WWE. I still watch them. Hey, Monday and Friday.
My DVR set.
Hey, every once in a while a Tuesday,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, my DVR set. I don't miss a Monday Night Raw. I'm always off on Mondays. Fridays, I got to watch it when I get home, so that's why we got the DVR.
never know. This could be another little big man tactic to say, hey, throw some, salt in it, and let's see, bring them back to see what I'm going to do next.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of rumors going around about what's going on, and big names and companies.
Yep.
And
I know one of the last ones I saw, several big companies looking to be bidders in the sale. Of course, the Saudi Arabia
that's where they don't want it to go.
Investment Trust or something like that.
That's where everybody's not wanting it to go.
I should have pulled that up on the computer. Anyways, they're in there. Comcast, Disney. I have mixed feelings about that one, but at the same time, it could be okay, but kind of have mixed feelings.
We've got Fox, which would make
Fox
sense. Disney, Warner. They're censored, and you have to keep your mouth shut if you go to Warner. Yeah. Netflix and USC owner Endeavor Group Holdings.
Really?
And Formula One owner Liberty Media. Huh. Yeah.
Oh, that would be interesting. turn it into like it used to be in WCW, where the wrestlers had their own NASCARs. They
Yeah.
could have their own Formula One cars.
But it's like, something's happening because if JP, it says right here, JP Morgan's been hired.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen. We just
the,
don't know.
The question is, yeah, that's okay. Yes, he is here to facilitate a sale. Will he facilitate a sale? I mean, I can't imagine how hard that'd be for him. I mean, I'm not to sit up on a stand and defend Vince McMahon by no means, but what he's built, that'd be hard to let go.
Yeah.
I mean, I
ever since I can remember.
Yeah,
before they took the F out. You know,
I've been watching for so many years, and I can't imagine a McMahon not owning WWE. It blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary at the same time because,
that's all I've known. But I still know it. It's just hope they don't change it up. And if people are just worried if they shoot this thing overseas, and overseas company owns it, a lot of things are going to change.
Yeah, that one's a big concern. I'm really concerned about that one because I don't.
So they're saying if a sale was likely to go down, it would be in the next 3 to 6 months.
So
then you also got the cons,
yeah,
wanting to look
I
into
saw
it.
That. Saw old TK looking at it.
Hey, that would be.
I think the one I read about TK said he wanting looking for an investment group to go in before he makes a bid. But yeah, very interesting.
It would be like kind of when they bought out WCW, and you had to figure out a way to manage all these, because now sometimes you don't even see half the people that was WCW days.
And of course, because they were the competition, and that's what Vince wanted to do, was eradicate the competition, and he did.
Even the ECW guys.
But then he had them, and a lot of them he didn't want to use.
Yeah.
And a lot of them didn't want to go to him because you killed the company I loved and I built. I don't want to work for you.
Yeah, I know. ECW too.
It took how many years before Sting finally showed up in WWE?
Golly. And then it was just, loved it. All right, okay, go ahead. Look at something else.
But yeah, that's
rumors up here.
All of this talk of sale of the WWE. It has definitely turned the wrestling world upside down. Interesting to think of Disney buying WWE. On the one hand, they definitely have the platform. They could bring the network to Disney Plus. Well, I don't like giving my money to them because they're evil, but they have the platform. Heck, we could have a WWE theme park down there at Disney World.
That'd be cool. Hey, yeah, that'd be really cool.
Undertaker ride, I'd be all over it. I'd tell you right now, I'd go.
Yeah.
And I already know how much it would cost, so I'd still be in for it.
yeah, definitely.
But Disney at the same time, if they have a reputation that if it doesn't really click and they can't get it off the ground, they start scrapping stuff quick.
Yeah.
And I hate to see anything WWE end up in a scrap pile.
Yeah. I just don't understand why some of these wrestlers can't get back. I mean, The Rock's got plenty of money. He could get it, and he knows the ins and outs, everything about wrestling.
Yep. That's when they first said that he was coming back to facilitate a sale. That's what I did. I was screaming it through the hallways at work. Somebody called Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, somebody. Hey, him and some people would back him. Some people would back him. Maybe he could get with Khan, and they could do it, but they're too concerned about putting Rock in Mania and seeing when he's going to come back and when he's going to do his thing, make his appearance.
Him get back to the head of the table there.
Yeah. But that'll be on a different one.
Yeah.
Because
I would be intrigued at The Rock purchasing WWE. That even finding the right partner, and competing. However, that also scares me because I love AEW, and he might have him and Hunter together might have the brains enough to really give them a run for their money.
Yeah.
But man, it makes for some good WWE TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, oh man.
It'll bring a lot of people back because, I mean, even sometimes I get lost and I can still watch WWE and I'm like, okay, well, here it goes. Somebody's about to come out. He's about to come out. He's about to do this.
Yep.
You know, and even the missus, she's just new to wrestling.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
and she's even picking up on WWE, and that's like I'm looking at her like, okay, but when we watch AEW, even sometimes I'll sit and go, wait a minute, what? Hey, why did they go that route with that?
Yeah.
Hey,
Or you'll be sitting there thinking, okay, they're beating him down. Somebody's about to come out. Okay, now their music's going to hit now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now they're outside the ring beating him. Now the music's...
Yeah, or you sit there,
no,
wait a
there's
minute,
the
why ain't
credits.
he coming out and helping his own faction? Why ain't he coming out and helping his own team? Like, now, hey, you take that butt whoop and take that butt whoop by yourself. You know what I mean?
There's the end credits. Nobody came to help him?
Yeah, hey, why didn't Mox
Did they
come
not
out
know
and
the
help
wrestling
him?
formula? That wasn't supposed to happen
Hey, why
that
didn't
way.
Mox come out and help the Blackpool Cop? You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, forgot about them. But yeah, but you could do it all day with the rumors swirling around Mr. McMahon and his.
But I'm sure this is not the last time on the Gladiator Wrestling Podcast we're going to talk about this sale of WWE and the state of the company. I know I've seen articles that the superstars and staff are feeling very uneasy at the moment. They've had several meetings, from what I've read, before SmackDown and Raw, trying to kind of bring everybody, get morale up. But yeah,
I would feel that's a big thing to have looming over your head there.
That's been most of those guys in WWE. That's been their goal their whole life.
To get to
gotta
WWE,
make it to the WWE. That's the big leagues. That's the one to go to. So yeah, I don't blame them. I would be feeling that way too. So there's definitely going to be more talk of that, especially we get more rumors and stuff on the sale of WWE and how things are going, and maybe superstars leaving. Who knows what's going on?
Yeah, and we could have one episode like, can you believe they sold to so and so?
Yeah, it's probably coming.
I knew it.
It may happen. Who knows? Somewhere around April or May, we may be talking that.
Yeah. Oh, man, no.
But for this one being on a WWE topic this weekend, Saturday, I believe it is, will be the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
One of my personal favorite pay-per-views, or PLEs.
I always loved the Rumble.
I guess we call it a PLE now. Forgive us. We're a bit old school.
Yeah. Still call it a pay-per-view, but we'll just call it a PLE.
However, looking at this one at the match card for the Rumble, we've only got the women's match, the men's Royal Rumble match, and then 3 other matches on the card. So,
Alexa,
yeah.
I cannot wait though. I shouldn't have said. I want to know more about this black match, pitch black match.
The pitch black match. Yep. Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight.
We'll learn as it's happening. Okay.
Yep.
I don't.
All they can. I think watching SmackDown, all they was able to tell us is the only way to win is by a pinfall or submission.
Well, I wonder if it's going to be like classic Bray entrance. So when Bray comes out, the lights ain't gonna come back up, and
could be
the fans are gonna be having their lanterns and their lights, and that's how they're gonna wrestle.
Hope we don't end up with Mountain Dew logos everywhere.
Yeah,
that's gonna.
Yeah, we don't want to
affect the match. But
hey, we don't want to start throwing ad promotions in the middle of WWE matches. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely excited for this one. I've been so happy Bray Wyatt's been back, and
God, yeah.
Man, I tell you what, his work with LA Knight has made me an LA Knight fan.
Yeah,
I am enjoying LA Knight.
Yeah.
I've seen him for. Let's see here. He has been around for a while.
I like his mic skills.
Oh man!
And if you know anything about us, we'll quote him a lot because he's caught our attention. Oh, he's a Maryland boy too. He was up there with the Briscoes.
Yep. Let's see. He's gone by. Yeah, he's gone by Eli Drake. That's what I thought. Max Dupree.
Yeah,
I remember Max Dupree. Yeah.
I remember when he went to that and he came back. He's like, "I'm not doing that no more. I'm LA Knight."
Yep. And when I first saw him in reappear, and he's LA Knight, and I said, oh, his name is LA Knight. I thought, what? I was like, I don't know about this guy. Then the next thing I see, he's working this program with Bray Wyatt, and he's getting on the mic and just knocking it out of the park.
Has a lot to do with who you are as a performer. Can't just get in there and do some cool stuff in the ring. You got to be able to get on that microphone, and you got to be able to sell it. And he sells it.
Well,
I'm still trying to figure out what the LA Knight, is.
Yeah. Doesn't really say on this little bio page. I was wondering where he trained, but I'm not finding that.
Shows it up right. If you go up. And it shows it right there. Cody Hawk.
Trained by Cody Hawk. Oh, okay. Not completely familiar with that, but
No.
nonetheless, he's definitely been working with some people because his mic skills in this run have been phenomenal. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see this match and see where this is leading, possibly to a Wyatt 6. Really interested in all this Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy stuff. This is interested because now Uncle Howdy has kind of got his focus on Alexa Bliss here lately. And boy, she's turning 9 kinds of evil when he comes around.
I heard they're going to throw a Nikki Cross in there too.
Yes. And Nikki Cross, not Nikki Ash.
Yeah. I hear you.
I do. I enjoyed Nikki Cross's NXT run. Man, she was wild.
This guy has trained a lot of people. We'll get back on that, but of course we're going to do into later on in episodes get into some indie things and.
Was that the Cody Hawk that's trained a lot?
Yeah. He's actually trained. He was trained by Les Thatcher, but he's trained some people. He was Matt Stryker.
Okay.
5 Most Wanted with Sean Casey. Nickname's a surfer and an icon, but Eli Drake, Carl Anderson. He trained Carl Anderson. A lot of people. Dean Ambrose. Yep.
Intriguing.
Eli Drake. But he's trained a lot of people.
So right off talking about Bray Wyatt and LA Knight, yeah, we talked about Alexa Bliss, and then she's taking on Bianca Belair for that Raw Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Now my thought on that. Well, real quick, we're talking predictions right now. Let's talk some predictions. Bray Wyatt. We think Bray Wyatt wins?
I take Bray.
Bray?
I take Bray. You would expect
it
to be Bray.
I would think it would be Bray.
We haven't seen nothing from Bray.
But
except for some commentary and some mic.
We've got this Uncle Howdy.
Oh, and him getting Abigailed by Howdy.
So where does Uncle Howdy play into this? Because he's going to play into it.
That's where the pitch black comes from.
So. Yeah, I still think Bray's going to take it.
You would almost think it'd have to be.
Man, that's
I'm thinking Bray takes it, but I don't know. They're gonna throw some Uncle Howdy, but LA Knight comes with Bray and becomes part. Then we start seeing more of this six thing. And question is, when are we gonna find out? Howdy comes out.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got a good clue of who he is.
Yeah.
Two people really,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I think Bray takes it with LA with a twist at the end. LA Knight comes help him. Maybe Howdy does come out, or maybe they're doing a love-hate thing with Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, could be. Could be. Bray ends up winning, and then Howdy comes out and attacks LA Knight. Bray save him, something like that.
Yeah.
Could lead. Right.
There's WWE.
We shall find out. All right, so that's talking about Alexa Bliss, Uncle Howdy. We've got the Raw Women's Championship.
I like Alexa. I like Bliss. I do.
I do too, but I'm not thinking they're going to put that title on her with the whole program going with Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, that's what I asked you. Remember, we had talked about it. I said, how would they play that with Bray and everybody else being SmackDown?
Yeah.
They're not going to put a title on her right now.
I just don't see her getting that title.
I like Alexa, but they're going to keep it on Bianca.
It could definitely end up being seeing the whole. Does she side with Howdy or Bray? We could see some stuff there with that. But I do see Bianca Belair retaining. More than likely, if I'm going to guess, she will probably retain up until WrestleMania. But we will definitely get some Uncle Howdy action at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Maybe a double dose, but
the main event, the soap opera must continue.
Oh boy! Oh boy! So we got Raw 30 coming up tomorrow night, and now we're talking about Sami Zayn going to be on trial, or so that leaves us. What happens with this Universal Championship match between Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens? Sami Zayn prove himself or fail to prove himself?
Well, I think I'd mentioned it's like will they have? Okay, Sami goes on trial this week.
Yeah.
Week before the Rumble. I think maybe he tries. It's going to be there. I think they may try to play it as a mix-up, kind of like maybe he's trying to help. Like if he does take the title away from Roman, maybe it was him trying to help Roman, but it backfired and Kevin got it. Or they may play it where he helps Kevin one more time, because you've heard the rumors about who could be a possible upcoming main eventer against Roman.
Somebody that we would like to purchase WWE.
Yeah. And Zayn. Hey, Zayn was also a possible rumored main eventer.
Yeah. And that's talking about Sami Zayn. We're going to talk more about him when we get into the actual Rumble match. But
you had even said, but you don't think he's just going to lose like that. I think it's last year they had a hell of a match at the Rumble.
Yeah. Oh, I think
Roman and Kevin.
I think they're going to tear it down.
It was a hell of a match. So I don't think they're just going to have him lose it like that.
I think Kevin Owens is so good that most anybody that
he would be a good seller.
He's going to make him look amazing. But
he'd be a good seller. Kevin Owens would be a good seller.
Yeah, well, yeah.
For that, because that's it's all about the money, anyways. Who brings in the product and the profits? So the Bloodline's killing it right now, selling it really well.
Yeah, but I don't see Roman losing the title. Talking about our predictions here,
yeah,
I don't see that happening. I see a killer match coming out of it.
Definitely,
because KO just rarely has a match that's not killer.
Even when he's in there for 2 minutes, he does good.
But I think we see the plot thicken quite a bit with Sami Zayn out of this match. But
also could all tell about what goes on at trial.
Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued about what they're gonna say, because man, with SmackDown, I'll tell you what, Bloodline is definitely not feeling Sami Zayn no more, and he's almost blind to it. He don't want to believe it, but man,
And it changed with the turn of it, like a snap of a finger, it turned.
But the look on his face, and that's what bothered Roman. That's why Roman wanted to talk to him, or really didn't want to talk to him on SmackDown. It was a look on Sammy's face when the Bloodline attacked Kevin Owens. Instead of letting Sammy finish the match and win, the Bloodline came in. Sammy lost by disqualification. And they beat the hell out of Kevin Owens and then put him through the table. And the whole time Sammy watched with shock on his face and concern for Kevin Owens.
Man, he trying to say it was the look on his face was that he was mad because the Bloodline come out, wouldn't let him finish.
He
felt
he was
like the Tribal Chief.
The Tribal Chief tasked him with this, and they didn't let him do his task. And I'm definitely quite surprised that this Bloodline storyline has pulled me in as much as it has, but I'm definitely digging it.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn, especially when I first started watching this Bloodline storyline, Sami Zayn was really getting on my nerves. I really don't like the Sami Zayn look with the long hair and the puffy beard.
Yeah.
But he is killing it. He is. He has gotten over so much.
And that's what Roman said to him that day in the ring. You want to be me? It's a little jealousy thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because when people come out, people are yelling Usi and everything Sammy's dropped on them, you know?
Yes, he is more over than Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as WWE goes, Sammy is probably over more than anyone else.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah. Everybody loves Sammy.
So, that being said, Roman Reigns will retain, and we will get some fuel added to this fire.
Now.
But then we've got the Royal Rumble. We want to talk about Men's Rumble first? Want to go with the Men's Rumble first? Let's jump right into it.
Because I'm telling you, there's so many rumors floating around, and I hope it is true that he comes.
The rumors are blowing up about Royal Rumble right now. So here's the only confirmed entrance in the Royal Rumble. We've got Santos Escobar. This goofy thing.
Coffee?
Anyway, we've got Kofi Kingston, Santos Escobar, looks like Ricochet, Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, Baron Corbin, Rey Mysterio, Gunther, Cody Rhodes, Omos, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Karrion Kross. But that's half of the 30-man Royal Rumble. So we're missing 15 superstars.
Don't say it. I hope he comes. I hope Jay White comes to the Rumble.
That's a big one.
Not saying he'll win it, because everybody's saying, Cody comes back, Cody wins it, gets a shot at Mania.
Yep.
That's the thing.
But I've seen where the possibility. So right now we don't see Sami Zayn on this list of people in the Rumble. Now, something I could see Sammy winning. So he's so over. That the fans, the amount of money with the fans that would bring in with Sammy winning, right? It would be amazing. And then you've got, so he wins. Now, does he turn on the Bloodline? Does he stay with the Bloodline? Is he gonna fight Roman? Is he gonna pull a finger poke of doom?
Yeah.
Is he gonna be told either you stay in the Bloodline and you lay down at WrestleMania, or you're out of the bloodline. Sami Zayn winning the Royal Rumble brings up so many different twists and turns that story can take.
Mm-hmm.
It, it could really, really continue building up.
Mm.
Um,
God, I thought Almost was gone. I didn't even realize he was even still on the active roster.
how I know it, but now I don't know. The Hurt Business back in business with Omos, Lashley, possible.
Is that? Yes, I was about to say, has anything been confirmed with the Street Profits that they're?
Not confirmed, but it looks like MVP is scouting,
courting them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Hurt Business was a cool faction. I've always been a big Shelton Benjamin fan. So I mean, I could see they could do some good stuff with the Hurt Business.
I forgot all about Drez.
But the three biggest contenders for winning the Rumble right now, I would say, are Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes,
Got the
or The Rock.
Bobby.
The Rock with his possible showing up. Now they
Yeah.
say he said he's not going to do it because he can't get in shape in time.
Mm-hmm.
Now he can't get in shape in time.
Yeah, we're talking about a man who wakes up at 4 a.m. and starts working out.
The man has a 1,000 square foot gym at home.
Yeah.
Every movie studio he takes has his own personal gym at the studio, so he can continue working out.
Yeah.
That one strikes me as an odd reason why he wouldn't be in it. Not going to be in shape in time.
Yeah.
Because I mean, obviously, it doesn't take much. It wouldn't take much to be in shape for the Royal Rumble. I mean, I'm not in shape for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But I mean, you show up at number 25, spend 10 minutes in, and win. You don't necessarily have to be in phenomenal shape, but he is.
Yeah.
He is.
He stays in phenomenal shape. I mean, come on, man.
But then to say he's not going to have time to be in shape for WrestleMania, that one's hard to believe. And he may be saying that because he's too busy. I mean, the man is definitely busy.
But this is the wrestling business. You
Yeah.
got to keep everything.
Man, if they didn't swerve on us, we wouldn't keep watching. To be honest,
Right.
I mean, if we knew everything that was coming, but the epic return of Cody Rhodes we're going to see, I'm excited. If The Rock comes, I would assume that Cody possibly would have to wait till WrestleMania 40 before he gets that title. But that would be even more impactful for him to get that title.
Yeah.
I'd be at that time, that'd be the biggest WrestleMania. I mean, 40.
Yeah. That'd be kind of crazy to have him losing it on each night.
Yeah.
It's about time for a vacay anyway.
Yeah. But that brings up a point. There's been a lot of rumors about them splitting that title.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hardest thing to do, though, is to split it and keep him looking strong, keep Roman looking strong.
That's what they're trying to do now, because Kevin against him for the Universal. It ain't the Undisputed; it's for the Universal Championship.
That's true.
Where we got the Judgment Day fighting the Usos for the Raw tag team title. So I guess how they are going to play it. So if they do lose, they'll keep the SmackDown titles.
They could split them.
Whichever one they've had longer.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm okay if they split them and they still come out looking good. I'm okay if they don't split them. At least not. I mean, I wouldn't go much further past WrestleMania without splitting them, because it's. I mean, to be quite honest, with both titles being on SmackDown, SmackDown's become the flagship show.
I was reading something about that. When did that happen?
When Vince McMahon signed the dotted line for Fox.
Yeah, I mean that's always been something. Not a lot of people. People won't watch that because that's actually a local channel. You can watch that on just regular TV.
Yeah. And I was speculating on that, but it seemed that once they signed on to have SmackDown on Fox, your biggest players, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, they were all on SmackDown. Whereas your flagship show, Monday Night Raw, that brought us all there to begin with, it has now become second fiddle to SmackDown because SmackDown is where all the big stuff happens.
Well, speaking of that, the Rumble. Apparently, Miss Rhea Ripley has wanted to declare herself for the men's Rumble.
Oh, now. Well, these girls are in trouble if that's the case.
Hey, so we got her in the women's,
Yep.
and she wants to be in the men's as well because Beth Phoenix did it 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And it also leads to the thing, people have been questioning it lately anyways. It's like, okay, how can China be an IC title, Intercontinental Champion?
Intercontinental titles, yeah.
But we ain't seen that anymore. Man, Rhea's slamming these dudes around here, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, she is, yeah. But they're saying it. She wants to be in it more than she wants to be in the women's.
She picked up, she slammed Gallows not long ago. That dude is huge. But I could see it. I mean, that
should have seen
sense.
the look on his face when
I know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, China's done that stuff. I don't see any reason why Rhea can't. She can definitely hang.
Rhea Gunther. Hey, Rhea Gunther. Yeah. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff coming in from.
But she's right here on this list for that Women's Royal Rumble too. But I could see her being in both.
Yeah, yeah. Because she's always quick to jump up in there.
But at the same
and
time,
try to fight those men.
Oh yeah, at the same time, I can see her being a major contender for winning the Women's Rumble.
I like Rhea. Hey,
yeah,
I like Rhea.
And looking at the list of who we've got on this,
it's not going to be Sasha.
I don't have.
We know where Sasha's at.
I wonder if there's a better list than this one I've got pulled up. But right here, we've only got 7 people: Liv Morgan, Candice LeRae, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, Zelina Vegas, and Emma. Looking at that list, yeah, Rhea Ripley's got Royal Rumble winner written all over her. Not throwing no shade at any of them because those are all.
Yeah, Miss Liv is sitting there saying that she wants to be number 1.
Oh, she needs to stop slapping people in the face. That's rude. Good night.
Right. Yeah, but she, wants to be. And she didn't even win, did she?
I don't think so.
Yeah, she did all trash talking. Raquel Rodriguez, she's
her recent matches have been pretty good. I really enjoy watching those. She put on a show.
Yeah, she did. They fought Ronda, what, one armed or?
Yeah.
Or no, the gauntlet match.
Yeah,
she done.
And then
yeah.
And that bring that up. We saw reports earlier that we would not have Ronda at the Rumble. So.
And apparently that was it was supposed to be Charlotte Ronda at the Rumble for the title, but they decided not to put Ronda and the Rumble and switch it up. They literally switched it up backstage right before she come out and fought Raquel Rodriguez, and Charlotte come out and won the title. They penciled in right there. Hey, you're winning first, but you're losing it shortly after.
When the queen decides she wants her title, she gets it evidently.
Yeah, and evidently, yeah, yeah. But they said they literally changed it right then. So,
but that's what we've all. I think most all of us fans have been wanting to see is that title come off of Ronda. I think Ronda's got a lot more potential than what she's shown, but she needs to work with somebody that really can show her how to really use that ring and
Yeah.
for the love of everything, someone teach her how to use a microphone.
Yeah. She forgets what city she's in. She forgets.
Those last promos with her and
You're right there, Miss Shayna
Shayna
Baszler.
Baszler, cringe.
Some of the hardest things to watch. It was some of the hardest things to watch.
Thank God I watched SmackDown on DVR.
That's what I was just about to say. Thank God for DVR because I fast right through their talking.
Because man, it's cringeworthy.
Yeah, they.
But okay, so let's do it. What's our men's Rumble prediction?
I like Cody.
Cody.
I think Cody will get it. Just what just what he's been through. You know what I mean? I think we were supposed to see Cody a lot sooner.
Yeah.
But his injury just threw everything, threw a wrench in it all. That's why we're now seeing the whole Sammy outline, and
Oh yeah,
it was supposed to be about Cody from.
I think Sammy's big push,
the jump,
came to fill that void. To be honest,
yeah. But of course, too, this is only half the roster.
Yeah, this is only half. I'm gonna say.
If he jumps from New Japan to come over, that's gonna be an interesting night.
Yeah, I'm interested in Jay White. I'm curious if he actually shows up.
Like you gotta remember, we don't see Shinsuke on there. Nope. We don't say, well, he's still doing the Muda tour, but that's supposed to be wrapping up soon, right?
Yeah, I believe the final was today. Matter of fact.
So
I meant to get up early enough to buy that and watch it.
He can come back. He can, So you never know.
But there's. I mean, we've got 15. I mean, we only got a half a Rumble match on this list.
That's
right
also
here.
one of the greatest things about the Rumble.
Oh yeah.
You don't know.
And we're gonna get some legends probably in there. They always do.
When Edge come back, it was like, is that
Edge?
What?
We get an Edge return. Let's see who. I'm trying to think who else we might see. I mean, I'm sure some of the tag teams will probably pop in there like they always do.
They got to.
We've got some names that I'm just curious about. Sami Zayn being a big one.
You're gonna have Montez Ford in there. They're gonna throw him in there. He's a high flyer. So yeah.
So all right. So you've got Cody Rhodes. I'm throwing the curveball. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say Sami Zayn takes it. We get Sami Zayn at the WrestleMania.
Well, I could see Zayn. I thought you was about to say curveball almost wins it. For the shot, the underdog.
Yeah. No.
But I thought we had a I thought we were gonna have a Karrion Kross Rey Mysterio match. He's just talking about seeing him in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Inside the ring.
Yeah. That's that.
Starting to wonder how many more years he can really just keep pushing this. Considering his son's a felon now and a jailbird and,
Oh, no.
with his teardrop tattoo.
No. We're not going down that road.
Yeah. Everybody loves how they love Dom.
So that's my call for the men's Rumble. Women's Rumble, I'm feeling Rhea Ripley for women.
I can see that.
Yeah.
We were goes back to what we were saying a couple of days ago. Eventually, they got to put something on the Judgment Day. They've got to. I see her winning that and then taking out Miss Belair.
Yeah.
Because I think was she originally supposed to, but she got injured. That's when she went away and won the SmackDown title and.
Yeah.
Because I think Rhea got injured and she was originally supposed to get, her shot, but she got injured. But I like Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, that's the whole match cards that we have right now. I feel certain maybe we'll have a few more matches made this week. But I mean, those are big matches.
especially after 30.
It's gonna be that's gonna be a good card. I think the Raw 30th anniversary show is gonna be really good. Pretty excited about that.
I was looking through what you were scanning about something events popped up.
Oh,
Her.
oh, oh no, no, that's. But
Yeah.
So that's Royal Rumble. That's what we think we're gonna see. We're gonna be
Can't
back.
wait. Cannot wait.
We're gonna be back. Episode 2. Talk about what happened at the Rumble. What happened at Raw 30.
30.
We'll talk about Dynamite. Before we take off here, though, we're going to talk about this week's Dynamite because, man, was there some killer matches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson and Bandito.
I've liked Bandito ever since the Jericho match. I've liked Bandito for a while now.
Again, had Ring of Honor been more readily available where I could watch it on a weekly basis, I would probably be sitting here with a Bandito shirt on instead of Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels.
Heartbreak Stone Cold.
Bandito is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
And that match that them two put on was, man, I could watch it over and over. And then, let's see, right before that, a match or two before that was the Young Bucks.
Top Flight.
And Top Flight. Man, those
Top
kids,
Flight is getting a hell of a push.
Top Flight, those kids have gone nuts.
Yeah, and it's not a bad thing, dude. They're really good.
No.
I think I said it a couple of weeks, about a week ago. Man, I'm really liking Top Flight. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
I'm really liking them. But I'm a Bucks fan anyways.
Imagine where they had been if. Oh man, I'm embarrassed. If he hadn't got hurt, and
Dante, is it Dante?
Dante is the one that didn't get hurt.
It was the one.
Wow, I feel like an idiot.
I do too. Dante and
Darius. If Darius hadn't got hurt, Top Flight would probably be holding those belts that the Acclaimed are just keeping warm for them. Because those guys are going to be holding those belts.
Sooner or later, it's going to happen.
That's coming.
It's going to happen.
Man, they get better every week.
I have a feeling something's going to happen with that whole Acclaim thing with Billy.
Oh yeah,
because he grabbed what's his name and threw him across the damn ring, getting him off his son.
Yeah, they're having what, family court or something this next week.
Family therapy.
Family therapy.
Yeah.
He's got to get his boys in line. So, but Top Flight and the Young Bucks, man, that was a killer tag match, and to see Top Flight go over the Bucks,
yeah,
man, and to end that night off with my man Darby Allin and Kushida.
Yeah, hell of a match.
Holy shit!
I'll tell you this,
I couldn't believe it.
The missus kept saying, "Oh my God, he's gonna break his little arm."
Man,
somebody stop him from get him off Darby. I'm like, just calm down.
I was on my feet that whole match. I was getting ready because I have to watch it. I have to watch it after work, so I was watching and I was like, okay, get ready. Let's see how it's going. The match starts. I'm like, oh man. I was getting ready to go set the TV control up by the TV so I don't lose it, because I will.
Yeah.
And I couldn't sit back down. I'm such a big Darby Allin fan, and then his now second TNT championship run has been phenomenal.
He shows up week after week. You know, that's one of the things that people like about him. He shows up week after week. He keeps doing what he's doing. Yeah.
Keeps jumping off of stuff.
We don't realize this on Wednesdays and Fridays we got to keep our phones down because we don't need any spoilers whatsoever coming through on our phones.
Yeah,
especially on Dynamite night.
I'm trying to post to Twitter constantly and without getting spoilers. So Uh,
Absolute against Hager. Yeah.
well, I like Absolute Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
That's
Little Pebble.
that's all I have to say on
Little
that.
Pebble.
The Pebble, yeah.
The
Little
Pebble.
Little Pebble. I said it for a long time there. I said, man, I can see a lot of The Rock
Yeah.
in Ricky Starks, but I don't see him as a carbon copy though.
Yeah.
I can see where he was. If I had the opportunity to interview him, I bet you he was a Rock fan.
Yeah.
I mean, like most of us were though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why he's got so much money
Yeah.
by WWE.
Yeah.
But big fan of Ricky Starks. We won't talk about Jake Hager, but big fan of Ricky Starks.
Man, we can't talk about it 'cause these new microphones get away. The Hager.
But talking about Twitter, make sure y'all get on Twitter, Facebook. Like us, follow us. Make sure you get all that done. We'll be getting updates constantly on Facebook and Twitter. Like I said, I'm trying to stay on top of Twitter as much as I can. He's trying to stay on top of Facebook. But definitely check us out. We'll keep you all up to date on what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're hoping to not only stay on the podcast platform, but eventually get onto YouTube and continue building the Gladiator Wrestling podcast. But that's going to wrap us up for this week. We've extended over our 1 hour that we intended.
Has it been already been over an hour?
Oh yeah, my timer went off like 10 minutes ago.
See, that's what we was talking about with this whole thing, man.
I had to stop us because if I don't, I promise this will turn into an 8-hour podcast, and nobody wants to hear us for 8 hours.
But yeah, it was fun. We finally did it. We finally been talking it up for
months. We've been trying to get this put together, so we're here. We're ready.
Yep.
We're gonna be back every week. And next week we're gonna be talking about what happened at the Rumble, and hopefully some crazy stuff comes out of Raw 30 and some more fantastic matches out of AEW. Let's see. Darby Allin going to take on Buddy Murphy, I believe this
was it Buddy Murphy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's beat the rest of them in the House of Black, except Julia Hart, but I don't think she needs.
Yeah, you never know. Oh God, that's going. Well, that's been another episode. The whole House of Black thing with Eddie Kingston and everything going on with them, and so yeah, okay.
All right, that's it for us.
Yeah,
We'll
wrap it up.